listen up. I need you to understand something fundamental about life. Write this down and tattoo it on your mind. Nothing in your life right now is permanent except change itself. You're sitting there thinking your current situation defines you. You failed that exam. You're struggling financially. You're facing obstacles that feel insurmountable. Here's what you're missing. You're treating temporary situations like their lifetime sentences. I talk to people all the time who say, I'm broke, like it's their identity. No, you're experiencing a financial challenge right now. There's a massive difference between I'm broke and I'm in a financial transition. One is a death sentence. The other is a temporary station on your journey. When I was 25, sitting in my apartment, looking at bills I couldn't pay, and I caught myself saying those same words. I'm broke, and something in me rebelled against that label. The moment you accept it as your identity, you stop fighting it. You stop looking for solutions. You start living like poverty is your permanent address. But let me tell you what changed everything for me. I started asking myself a different question. Not, why am I broke? But what am I becoming through this? See, when you're in the valley, you can either see it as your graveyard or your training ground. Every single person who's made it to the top has stories about their valley seasons. They just didn't stay there. Your current circumstances are not your destination. They're just the road you're traveling on. They always lead somewhere else, but you've got to keep moving. You've got to keep pushing. Standing still on a road doesn't get you anywhere except run over. Think about a caterpillar. When it goes into that cocoon, everything about its existence breaks down. If you could ask the caterpillar in the middle of the process how it's doing, it would probably say, I'm dying. But it's not dying. It's transforming. Your struggle right now, that's your cocoon season. Don't complain. Easy to transform. Be honest with yourself. How many of you wake up and just win it? No written plan. No real strategy. You just hope you hit your target somehow. I see it every single day. People with dreams bigger than mountains, but plans smaller than molehills. They've got vision boards and affirmations. No action steps. They've got hope and no strategy. And hope without strategy is just a wish. That's not how winners operate. You don't go to battle without a strategy. You don't build a skyscraper without blueprints. So why are you trying to build your life without a detailed plan? Let me tell you about planning. Real planning. Not the kind where you write, get rich, or be successful. I'm talking about the kind of planning where you break down every single step between where you are and where you want to be. If you want to make six figures, you need to know exactly what skills that requires, what knowledge you need, what connections you need to build, what value you need to provide to the marketplace. You need to reverse engineer success. Start with the end goal and work backwards until you get to today. Then you've got your roadmap. I need you to move from hope to strategy. Stop being random and start being intentional. Figure out what productive actually means in your field. Not what you think it means, what it actually means to the people who will pay you, promote you, or partner with you. You know what I discovered? Most people are busy but not productive. They confuse activity with achievement. They're doing things all day long but not moving any closer to their goals. That's the difference between motion and progress. Motion is just moving around. Progress is moving forward. Here's the truth of your strength isn't in your talent alone. Your strength is in your routine. It's in what you do when nobody's watching. It's in the daily disciplines that compound over time. I used to think success was about those big moments, the breakthrough, the viral moment, the lucky break. But the more successful I became, the more I realized that success is built in the boring, mundane, repetitive daily actions that nobody sees and nobody celebrates. You want to know the secret. It's waking up at the same time every day. It's doing your workout even when you don't feel like it. It's studying when your friends are partying. It's making the sales calls even after you've been rejected 20 times that day. It's showing up when showing up is the hardest thing you could do. Find your routine and protect it like it's sacred. Because it is. Your routine is the difference between the person you are and the person you're trying to become. Every day you stick to your routine, you're voting for the future version of yourself. Every day you break it, you're voting to stay exactly where you are. Let me teach you something about winning. Games aren't won in the fourth quarter. They're won in the first quarter. You're young and you think you have forever. That's the disease. You think you can bounce back from anything. Failed that test. Bounce back. Messed up this opportunity. Bounce back. Lost this semester. Bounce back. But here's what you don't understand. Back costs you momentum. Every restart costs you time you'll never get back. Time is the one resource you can never get more. You can always make more money. You can always meet new people. Always learn new skills. But you can't make more time. I see students all the time who treat their 20s like a dress rehearsal. Like somehow they're going to get to 30 and then the real life starts. No, this is it. This is your life happening right now. The decisions you're making today are creating the life you'll be living tomorrow. Your life has quarters just like a game. And right now, you're in the first quarter. This is where you establish dominance. This is where you build the lead that carries you through. Think about the greatest athletes. They don't wait until the championship game to start training hard. They train harder in the off season than they do during the season. Why? Because championships are won in preparation. By the time the big game comes, they've already done the work. They're just executing what they've already mastered. Stop waiting for the fourth quarter come back. Those movie moments, they're rare. Most people who wait until the last minute don't make the comeback. They just lose with slightly better stats. You want to know what's tragic? It's watching someone with all the potential in the world wasted because they thought they had more time. It's seeing someone who could have been great settle for mediocre because they kept putting off the work. The decisions you make at 18, 19, 20, 21, these aren't practice rounds. These are the foundation of everything that comes after. Win your first quarter. Win your second quarter. Make the fourth quarter a victory lap. And let me tell you something else about first quarter domination. When you start strong, you build confidence. When you build confidence, you perform better. When you perform better, you get more opportunity. When you get more opportunities, you build more confidence. It's a cycle. But it starts with that first quarter dominance. I could upgrade everything I own right now, but I don't. And I want you to understand why a healthy sense of scarcity keeps you sharp. When you have everything you want, you lose your edge. You lose your hunger. And in a competitive world, your hunger is what separates you from everyone else with your same level of talent. I see people with every advantage who accomplish nothing. Why? They're comfortable. They don't have that fire that comes from knowing you can't afford to lose. Let me tell you a story. I know two guys who graduated from the same school, same degree, similar grades. One came from money. One came from nothing. The one from money, he's still living in his parents' guest house at 35, working part-time jobs, talking about his potential. The one from nothing, he's built 3 businesses, retired his mother, owns his own home, and is living his dream life. What's the difference? Hunger. The guy from nothing had no safety net. Failure wasn't an option. He had to make it work. The guy from money, he's been failing comfortably his whole life. And comfortable failure is the most dangerous kind of failure because it doesn't hurt enough to change. You need to understand something. That peanut butter and jelly sandwich season, that's not something to be ashamed of. That's your advantage. That struggle is making you stronger than people who've never faced resistance. I look back at my broke days and I'm grateful for them. Not because I want to go back, but because they taught me things that money could never teach me. They taught me resourcefulness. They taught me creativity. They taught me perseverance. They taught me that I was stronger than I thought I was. When you have nothing, you learn to make something out of nothing. When you have everything, you take everything for granted. That's why lottery winners go broke. They never learn the lessons that come with building wealth slowly. Don't be in a rush to lose your hunger. Don't be in a rush to have everything. Keep some edge. Keep some fire. Keep something pushing you forward. Here's what I do. Even now, even with success, I keep something in my life that reminds me where I came from. Something that keeps me humble. Something that keeps me hungry. Because the moment you think you've arrived, that's the moment you stop growing. Here's the hard truth. If blaming other people made you successful, I tell you to blame everyone. If making excuses paid money, help you open an excuse factory. But it doesn't work that way. Your dad wasn't there. Your mom struggled. You grew up in the wrong neighborhood. You didn't get the opportunities others got. I hear you. And you're right. But now what? See, that's the question most people never get to. They stay stuck in the why me phase. They rehearse their trauma. They tell the sad story. So many times it becomes their only story. And I get it. Trauma is real. Pain is real. Injustice is real. But at some point, you have to decide, are you going to be defined by what happened to you? Or are you going to be defined by how you responded to what happened to you? You were 8 when those things happened. You're 18 now. 28 now. At some point, you have to pick up your life and own it. I'm not saying forget what happened. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. I'm saying it doesn't have to be the end of your story. It can be the beginning. Hero's journey starts with a struggle. Every comeback story starts with a setback. Every phoenix rises from ashes. Yes, you got dealt a tough hand. Yes, life wasn't fair to you. But how long are you going to hold on to that? How long are you going to use yesterday's pain as today's excuse? I meet 40-year-old people still blaming their parents for their problems. Still talking about what didn't happen 20 years ago. Still living like victims. And the saddest part is they don't even realize they're choosing to stay there. They think they're stuck. But they're not stuck. They're parked. And there's a difference. What you thought was a curse can become your greatest blessing when you stop blaming and start building. That struggle you went through, that's your competitive advantage. That's doing. That's your fuel. Think about it. The person who's been through hell and came out the other side is stronger than the person who's never tested. You've got battle scars. You've got survival skills. You've got resilience that can't be taught in a classroom. Use it. Take ownership. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop waiting for everything to be fair. Life isn't fair, but it's still yours to conquer. Here's what ownership looks like. It's waking up every morning and saying, my life is my responsibility. Not my parents' responsibility. Not the government's responsibility. Not my boss' responsibility. Mine. When you take ownership, everything changes. You stop being a victim and become a creator. You stop, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I do about this? That shift in mindset is everything. I was overseas and met someone who spoke 6 languages. 6. And where he learned them all, he said, I learned 1 in school. I learned 5 more in 4 years because it's the only way to eat here. I let that sink in. He learned 5 languages in 4 years because survival demanded it. Not because he was special. Not because he was gifted. Because he had to. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of hunger that changes everything. When your back is against the wall, when failure means you don't eat, you find capabilities you didn't know you had. Most of you think you're working hard. You're working comfortable hard. You're doing what feels reasonable. You're putting in effort that matches your comfort level. Let me tell you what hard work really is. Hard work is studying until 2 in the morning when you've got an 8 o'clock class. Hard work is making 100 sales calls in a day and getting rejected 99 times and still making the 100th call. Hard work is training when you're tired, working when you're discouraged, pushing when every fiber of your being wants to quit. But what if your survival depended on your success? What if it wasn't optional? What would you be capable of then? The problem isn't that you can't do it. The problem is that you don't have to do it. You're living in borrowed comfort. You're coasting on someone else's provision. And I'm not saying you should be ungrateful for help. I'm not saying you should reject support. I'm saying you should be working like you don't have it. Because one day you won't. One day you'll be the one people depend on. Are you preparing for that day? Get urgent. Act like your dreams depend on it, because they do. Here's what I want you to understand. Your dreams are not guaranteed. Success is not your birthright. Nobody owes you anything. The universe doesn't care about your potential. The market doesn't care about your feelings. Life doesn't care about what you deserve. Life responds to effort. Life responds to value. What are you bringing to the table? Don't aim for average. Even if you try nothing, you'll land on average. Average is the default. Average is what happens when you don't push. So if average is guaranteed when you fail, why would you ever aim for it? Let me tell you what average looks like. Average is complaining about your situation but not changing it. Average is dreaming big but acting small. Average is wanting more but doing the same. Average is knowing what you should do but not doing it. Average is safe. Average is comfortable. Average is acceptable. And that's why most people choose it. They don't choose it consciously. They choose it by default. They choose it by not choosing excellence. When you get a job, when you get an opportunity, don't just clean the room, make it spotless. Don't shift things around, actually solve the problem. Find out what productive really means and exceed that standard. I learned this early in my career. I was working a job I didn't love, making money I didn't think was enough. But instead of complaining, I decided to become undeniable. I decided to work so hard, so well, consistently that they couldn't ignore me. And you know what happened? They promoted me. Then they promoted me again. Then other companies started calling me. People who never say can be done are the ones who get promoted. The people who find solutions instead of excuses are the ones who become irreplaceable. You want job security? Don't be good. Be exceptional. Be indispensable. Don't be adequate. Be remarkable. Make yourself so valuable that losing you would be their loss, not yours. Stop being average. Average people get average results and wonder why their life feels average. And here's the thing about excellence, it's a habit. You don't wake up one day and suddenly become excellent. You become excellent by making excellent choices every single day. Excellence in small things leads to excellence in big things. We're in the fourth quarter now. And if you've done the work in quarters 1, 2, 3, this is where momentum takes over. A train doesn't start fast, it builds speed. And once it's moving, it's nearly unstoppable. That's fourth quarter living. But here's the reality. If you've been procrastinating, if you've been talking instead of doing, if you're nowhere close to your goals right now, you need to hear this. It's not too late, but you're running out of time. I spent years saying I'd write my book, years. And every year I'd start and stop at chapter 3 until finally I got sick of defeat. I got tired of people asking me about it. I got tired of feeling like a quitter. You know what the breaking point was? I was at an event and someone introduced me as Garrick Thomas, the guy who's writing a book. Not the guy who wrote a book, the guy who's writing one. Like it was my identity. The eternal almost author, and something me broke. I was done being known for what I was going to do. I want to be known for what I did. So I broke it down. I didn't focus on finishing 21 chapters. Focused on getting to chapter 4, then 7, then 14 when it's manageable pieces. And suddenly I was done. You still have time, but you don't have time to waste. You don't have time for more excuses. Yesterday's the last day for excuses. Here's what procrastination really is. It's not laziness, it's fear. Fear of failure. Fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of finding out you're not as good as you think you are. So you avoid it, you put it off, you distract yourself. But every day you procrastinate is a day you steal from your future. Every week you put it off is a week you could have been building momentum. Every month you delay is a month your competitors are getting ahead. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for all the answers. Stop messy. Start scared. Start imperfect. Just start. Life will knock you down. You'll face loss. You'll face failure. You'll face disappointment. But there comes a moment when you have to get up. Your relationship ended. You fade. Get up. You lost something precious. Grieve it properly. Then get up. I've been knocked down more times than I can count. Lost relationships. Lost opportunities. Lost money. Lost faith. But you know what I learned? The getting up is what defines you, not the falling down. Everybody falls. Not everybody gets back up. The rest of your life can be the best of your life, but only if you decide that your temporary struggles don't define your permanent identity. Remember, nothing is permanent but change. Your current situation is temporary. Your struggle is temporary. Your setback is temporary. But your decision to get up and fight, that can be permanent. So stop talking. Stop making excuses. Stop blaming. Stop procrastinating. Get busy living. Make the rest of your life count. The hidden power behind your temporary struggles is this: they're building the person you need to become. You see, struggle isn't your enemy. Struggle is your trainer. Every rep makes you stronger. Every challenge makes you sharper. Every obstacle makes you more creative. Every setback teaches you lessons that success never could. The person who's never struggled is weak. They folded the first sign of resistance. But you've been through things. You've survived what you thought would break you. You're already stronger than you know. Now get up and show the world what you're made of. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Right now, today, this moment, your life is waiting. Your dreams are waiting. Your destiny is waiting. But none of it comes to you. You have to go get it. You have to claim it. You have to fight for it. And when you're tired, fight tired. When you're scared, fight scared. When you're alone, fight alone. But never stop fighting, because the moment you stop fighting is the moment you lose. The hidden power behind your temporary struggles is that they're not just building character. They're revealing it. They're showing you who you really are. When the mask comes off and the crowd goes home, they're showing you what you're really made of. And I believe you're made of more than you think. I believe you're capable of more than you've shown. I believe your story isn't over. It's just getting to the good part. So write the next chapter. Make it count. Make it powerful. Make it yours.